What's up, guys? It's Gage here with Pro Play Games, and I'm actually sitting down with Gabriel Molina, and today we're going to kind of get in his head. We're going to pick his brain a little bit about his feature match at YCS Atlanta, which I think round 5 is what we're looking at here. Quite the controversial match we're looking at. I'm sure Gabe doesn't want to relive the moments, but we're going to go through it again. Anything to say before we get into it, Gabe?
No, let's get right into it.
Okay. Alright. So, going into this matchup, you didn't have any idea what you were playing against, but what was kind of just the game plan? Like, what you obviously won the dice roll to start with, so is it just to make the standard Zodiac board and hope it sticks, or were you really worried, since it's the earlier kind of rounds of the tournament, about any of like the rogue decks you might play against?
Well, when going in, before I sat down, he apologized to me and told me he's sorry that he's about to play such a bad player on the feature match. So I thought it was probably going to be Rogue or something that's easy to play. And then when we sat down, I asked him how many cards were in his deck, and he said like 55 or something, and I was just confused. I just had to assume it was some sort of grass is greener deck. And so, yeah, my hand was all right. I only had one playable card. It was the Barrage, so I just went for the standard Zodiac board.
But holding the dimensional barrier and everything in your hand, you must have been feeling pretty comfortable against any really rogue matchup.
Yeah, I felt good. Yeah, I was like, how am I going to lose? Beat barriers and board, that's good. I felt pretty good, yeah. Oh, yeah, I felt good.
I actually hadn't get to see this feature match myself yet, so this is gonna be a treat, I guess. I just saw the many memes made out of this match.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. I try to avoid those. Yeah, so right now I'm just going for the standard board, making the Dryden and the Emerald.
Now, I have always wondered why is the Dryden go in attack mode? Just because you can equip the Whiptail with it, or?
Yeah, just because I can equip the Whiptail with it. Like, I'd rather have the Whiptail and make it so like the higher attack, there's a chance it doesn't get to be killed, and take the damage if it can be killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what you're supposed to actually do is every time you open D barriers with your Dryden, you're supposed to put the Dryden in defense mode, but before the event I was talking to Travis, and he said like it's just too much of a giveaway, like your opponent will know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just always put it in attack mode.
It looks like you top decked Dark Hole along with that Raigeki, so not really.
Yeah,
I
think I said Dark Hole and barriers, and I keep the Scythe in my hand because I play the Invokers.
Mm-hmm. All right. So a pretty good board to start with and everything. Really standard board, pretty good against pretty much every matchup with dimensional barrier just hidden back there. But I'm actually curious to see what Mateen opens with here. Okay,
yeah,
now at this point, was it kind of like red flags, like it's probably Paleozoic or something?
Yeah, I knew it was Paleo when that happened.
So what was kind of your plan going forward from there? Like, how are you going to switch up your game plan to kind of accommodate this matchup? Because, like you said, this is a pretty tough matchup for the deck.
Yeah, so I decided at that point, like, Whiptail with the Dryden is really good against Paleo. You can attack into the defense position monsters, then they get banished, like the Dew Frogs and stuff. So, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I think I was going to put that. I didn't have enough material in my grave to reuse Emerald, so I was going to put my Emerald in defense mode. But I think at first I was like, oh, let me summon Alistair to apply pressure. Because, yeah, Alistair's is good every turn. Like, even the monsters he kills with Alistair, like, they will just come back because I just fuse the next turn. But I get a warning here. Yeah, he used Solemn Warning on me.
I mean, that kind of sucks, but you're still sitting on a pretty established board. Like,
yeah, it wasn't a big deal. And it was kind of like it would have been like consistent plays every turn, but I felt comfortable here anyways. So I put the Emerald in defense mode to play around storming, and I attack. He goes Wabaku, and then I equip my Whiptail. I'm thinking he just messed up, like he forgot I had Whiptail.
Or he really wanted to protect that cat of ill omen face down there, you know?
No, like he went so neg here. He actually went neg too, and he stacked an exceed.
Exceed
He
Universe?
stacks an exceed. Yeah, exceed universe.
He doesn't even get to that to this turn. Wow, his deck was really fucking weird now that I'm thinking about it, watching it.
Yeah, no, it confused me. Like at this point, I'm just wondering what could be in the deck. Because I tested against Paleo enough to know what I'm doing, but once he stacked the exceed, when I seen the cat and the exceed universe, I was confused. I was trying to figure out what he's gonna play, because this isn't even that good. Like now I see it coming.
But at this point, like, did you think like you could relax a little bit? Because like, who the fuck plays like cat of ill omen?
No,
like,
yeah,
so, like...
I was relaxed. I was comfortable. Yeah.
So now that he has a XYZ universe, is like the plan just kind of like maybe like jab with Dryden and then force him to activate it and then just chain the Dryden to...
Yeah, and then I was gonna Emerald back afterwards. And like I just keep drawing like no combo, like nothing that can advance my game state.
Mm-hmm. Like it looks like I don't want to. Did you top deck the Maxi or the Pocket Town
Maxi?
Morgue at that point?
The Maxi. I think that's the Book of Moon.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so he books a Moon me. And what I should have done here, this is where I messed up for the first play. I should have put my Emerald back in attack mode because it has 18 attack.
Well, if you already did you declare an attack with the Dryden?
Yeah, I declared an attack and he booked it.
So I don't think you could flip it back up then.
No, I'm talking about the Emerald. I should have put the Emerald in attack
okay.
mode. Yeah, his defense is 800 and all the Paleos can run it over.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes the Paleo trap here, and I just chain Maxi so he can't bring it back because I know one of his the other exceeds or the other trap is exceed universe. So
no, I've never seen that Paleo. Do you know what that one does? I don't think it did anything important. I don't think it affected the board at all.
I'm pretty sure that one is the one that puts like a banished one back into the deck or into the graveyard. So he's gonna put the cat back into the graveyard so he can chain his trap. And I think he Wabaku's himself here. Yeah, like he Wabaku'd himself.
He's really committed to getting these on the board.
He Wabaku'd himself, man. And he chains the trap. And that's when he kills my my Emerald. I was hoping he would attack my Dryden. Yeah, see, if I would have put the Emerald in attack mode, it would have made a big difference.
But I mean, at this point, like, he's got 2 back row, 1 trap dude. You're still holding a Dryden with the materials on it. You got Raigeki, like, I mean, there's not too much left you have to really work around in this point. Like, it looks like you drew into Terror Top, so you could even make a, like, Totem Bird.
Yeah.
Seal it up from there.
And this is where I think this is what lost me the game here. Right when what I did here was for some reason I thought I had 2 Whiptails under my Dryden and I attacked my Dryden into his
oh,
and I crashed. Yeah.
now after the battle phase, does it still banish it at the end, or?
Well, they get banished anytime they leave the field anyways.
Okay. But you still ended up losing your Dryden at that point. So, but I mean, still holding a Totem Bird, like, I'm still pretty comfortable at this point. Do you win your game 1, or I'm pretty sure, like, at this point it looks like you just won the game.
No, I don't win. Like,
oh my god.
I don't. He drew Swamp Frog and something. I don't know what happened, man.
Okay, so negate that. He doesn't get it back, so he's down to 1 resource. Do you know what that back row is? Does he ever activate it?
It's the Exceed Universe still.
Oh, he got another one.
The swap,
oh,
yeah.
Okay. And then there's a Swap Frog. You're still pretty lucky though, because you're holding the Dimensional Barrier back there.
Yeah. I think I ended up drawing another one.
Okay, so bounces it back.
See, there's another one. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean, you're pretty set here. I'm just curious to see
I'm
where
at,
this all turns.
I'm actually not in a good position. The Rotom has 2,000 defense, so next turn
Oh
I
yeah.
actually just can't. And that's how the game ends up going in his favor.
Yeah, it looks like you haven't drawn in any of your combo pieces though. Like didn't you like send all the rats back with the emerald already? Like there's maybe one
Yeah.
rat and like
Hmm.
you've got 2 barrages still, I think, or something like that. So
Yeah, and I still have two Alistairs and the Magical Meltdown, and I still have a Whiptail. Whiptail gets me my Zoo combo as well.
just not managing to get there.
No, I keep drawing the others.
How many cards did you play for this event?
42. Yeah, yeah, I played 42 because of Artifact Scythe. I didn't want to draw them as much.
He didn't even bother to change one of the Paleozoics. Oh,
No, he did not. No, but it was smart of him not to because I could have just ran it over. At this point, he could just sit there.
oh, and there you go. You got the wrap here, but maybe too little, too late at this point.
Oh yeah, no, I think this is where I lose. Like this is, cause no, we'll just wait for it. You'll see.
I'm guessing he pulled off the XYZ universe.
Yeah, and it was only because like of stuff I just didn't know. What was I gonna say? Let's just wait. We'll talk about it when it gets to that point. Yeah. So right. Yeah. See. So this is the point. So I have a barrier set, and I can just flip barriers called exceeds, and he can't take my exceeds, or he can't summon an exceed. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what monster can he summon that's a rank 7? Because I didn't even know people played rank 7s. Like I thought about playing Exceed Universe at the time, and the only thing I knew was rank 8. So I didn't even know what rank 7 they can summon. So I'm thinking, what rank 7 can he summon that I can't just Regeki? And so I
can't
just
think
let
of
it
one
go.
either.
Yeah, and then he summons Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
Go figure.
yeah, and I also didn't know. I didn't know if I flip barriers, if my monsters would still go to the grave or not. So at that point, I'm like, oh, I can flip, and I can't ask.
Yeah, until you make the play, you can't
so
ask.
I'm thinking if I flip barriers and like he does still take my monsters and just doesn't get the monster, I just lose everything, or I can just let him take my monsters and Regeki. I thought he was bluffing, to be honest. I'm like, there's no way, there's something, and then boom, just like that.
Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Now, what else did you have in your back row? You had a Dark Hole there.
They're all bluffs. It's just a barriers, a scythe, and a dark hole.
Mm.
I set the scythe so if I drew Twin Twister, I'd be able to stop him on his turn.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I would have kept it in my hand.
And take the 500 from the Red Eyes Flare as well. So, just looks like it's downhill from here after that thing was dropped.
Yeah, it is downhill. It is actually downhill. There's I just keep not drawing anything that's playable. And I thought Red Eyes Flare Metal gets destroyed. I thought it just detached.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, like I can Dark Hole and then Regeki. No, that's not how it is.
Oh, you got another Swap Frog off the top, too.
Yeah.
Out of a 55-card deck. I swear, man.
No, yeah, he drew Swap Frog both games.
So was it kind of after the Flare Metal was dropped where you kind of thought, like, oh, this game's kind of just over, just kind of go through the motions, I guess?
Yeah.
Or did you, like, think you had any outs or anything, and that's why you just kind of played it out a little bit here?
No, I played it out because he was at 22 life, so I had an idea of what to do, but it was hard. I would actually have to yeah, I'll tell you in a second when it happens. So I think right here I have a chance to flip barriers, but I choose not to because I know he can summon dupe off his toad. So if I barriers here, I lose regardless. because I can't kill the Red Eyes Flare Metal because I wanted to call barriers on my turn and then Regeki him.
Mm-hmm. So what was your plan to kind of play around the Toad then? Assuming he would negate it.
My plan was to make him summon dupe, and then when he summoned the dupe, I asked him. I said, "Oh my God, I forgot. You can tribute your dupe with Toad, right? To try to convince him to tribute his dupe, because I can call barriers. I can call exceeds with barriers if his Toad's still up, and it negates the Toad and the Red Eyes Flare if he tributes the dupe.
Oh yeah.
But then my Regeki answers it, and that was my only win condition at that point.
So you were kind of just hoping, like, after you activated the Regeki, hoping he would negate the Regeki and then just flip barriers.
Yeah, but I needed him to negate the Regeki, tributing his Dewfrog, so I can answer the board.
And obviously, considering you lost this game, he didn't take the bait.
No, he didn't. I think I even point at the card. I don't remember what I do, but that was actually my only win condition, like just trying to talk to him into letting me win.
Now, did anything like ever cross your mind about maybe like activating the barrage first to try to like bait that out even, or?
I pointed at the dupe. Say that again.
Did you?
No, because the barrage, I couldn't bait it with the barrage. I actually the barrage has to resolve 100%, or I cannot play at all.
Now, did you kind of think like even like what if you activated like D-Barrier? Did you activate D-Barrier at this point too? Just kind of wipe the rest of the board, or did it like not matter at that point even?
No, at this point I might as well save it so I can call exceeds on his turn again.
Mm-hmm.
And that Red Eyes Flare put in mad work. It just did all the damage.
Yep. Those 500s add up all the time.
Yeah, it definitely does. There's been multiple times where I've almost lost to a Red Eyes Flare. I did lose to a Red Eyes Flare. What was I thinking here? Yeah, I ended up scooping.
Mm-hmm. That was a really cool interaction you thought of, though. Kind of like an interaction, maybe is not the right word, but like talking to him, just trying to force him to make the incorrect play.
Yeah, I mean, like, it isn't necessarily the wrong play if like he doesn't know how to have D-barriers, but like it's the safer thing for him to just tribute his Toad,
mm-hmm.
because if not, like Paleo players, like having a Toad to start off your turn is really good. Like you can just negate anything your opponent does, and you get another dupe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I tried convincing him. I remember. I actually think I went Regeki, and then I pointed at the dupe. I'm like, oh my God, you can tribute the dupe, can't you? And he's like, yes, I can. I'm like, oh, then you get to get another one next turn. Like I tried making it seem good enough to want to do it. Yeah. He didn't take the bait. It wasn't juicy enough for him.
It's a really cool kind of like bluff idea, though. Like I would have never have thought of doing that. Like I also just analyzing him. I don't want to call him a bad player right off the bat, but like obviously he's playing cards that he can't even activate or anything. So I guess kind of like making the assumption that maybe he's not like that experienced of a player. And preying on that it's really smart. Actually, I would have never thought of that. That's really cool.
To be honest, like things like that, it's mind games practically. Like things like that, like I feel like they work better against better players because like the way I said it to him out loud, he doesn't know how much value I was telling him. Like I was telling him practically he can keep his Toad on the field and get another one on his turn.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't know the value of that. But if I said that to a good player, they would think about it. And they would think, oh, I can keep my Toad to negate something on my turn, and I get another dupe. Like, why would I not rather do that?
Mm-hmm.
So I think playing against a worse player kind of put me like behind in a way.
Mm-hmm. So going into the side decking, did you have anything that was built towards Paleo? Like I know Denko wasn't exactly the most popular thing for this event. As a lot of people didn't expect Paleo coming out. So
I think I put in a Twin Twister and let me think here. Maybe Econs or Flying Sea.
what did
I'm
you
not
think
sure.
Econ could have done? Like, what was the merit of signing an Econ?
Um, Chaining to a trap, putting stuff in defense mode,
Hmm.
or chaining battle positions. I'm not sure if I even that's what I did here. I'm trying to remember. I knew I cited in 3 cards though, cause I had to take out the lullabies.
Hmm. I guess since we have a moment too, what did you think of like the ban list moving forward now with we have what Paleozoic getting Imperial Order and everything too?
Yeah, I think Paleozoic is probably gonna be like one of the better decks, like the first or second best deck. It's really good. It's always been good. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of setting cards. I get bored.
Hmm. Oh, it looks like you opened really solid again. Terratop isn't that bad. And then what's the other
No,
one
yeah,
there?
it is. I have Chalice, Book of Moon, Maxi, Whiptail, and Terratop.
Not bad.
I thought this hand was really good. I actually thought there was no way I was gonna lose. So what I go here is I go Terratop into Totem Bird,
Hmm.
and then I Whiptail, and I just search another Whiptail, and then make a Dryad and set Chalice and Book of Moon.
So you didn't feel there was any merit in going into just the basic Zodiac combo, and you felt like Totem Bird was the superior choice.
Yeah, I just thought it wasn't that I thought the Rat combo was bad. I just thought the Terratop, the Totem Bird would be better.
Hmm.
It just allows me to apply pressure, and he has to draw a strike to like not let it resolve. And even if he draws a strike, like Totem Bird took out 2 traps.
Hmm.
And then right here, instead of searching a rat, I search a Whiptail, so I can chain Whiptail to trap, so he can't summon.
Hmm. Yeah, there you go. You thought you were gonna get the rat there to just keep a combo, but
Yeah, I decided to go with the Whiptail.
now what did you feel Chalice was gonna accomplish in the matchup? Just like another chainable kind of card.
Yeah,
Him.
it was just a spell card. Like it was in my main deck, and I had nothing to side in, so I just had to keep it in
Hmm.
pretty much.
Not a bad card though. I mean, it forces out the totally awesome and everything. So
Yeah, that is true.
now, what was the point of putting the Tiger Mortar over the Dryden there? Just
Just so I can I think that's so I can chain also chain Dread. So like if they already have a trap on the field, like a trap monster on the field, I can't kill it, but I can still chain and target it.
Mhm. I actually don't know what Mateen opens here, so.
And I wanted to pop the also wanted to be popping Swap Frogs too.
Mhm. Okay. I mean, you're still off to a pretty good start, though, having the Totem Bird there to be able to negate, and then having, of course, the Chalice and everything you got your hands on. Maxi is also able to stop those traps, so.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm- I think I just swing.
So what was, like, the back row you were trying to play around here? Just, like, pretty much like the ones you saw before, like Waboku and maybe, like, Storming Mirror Force even?
Yeah, I can actually tell you which I thought. I thought I knew all his back rows. I thought they were the. I thought one of them was that. I thought there could possibly be a Storming, a Wabaku, the MST one,
Mm-hmm.
and what was the other one? I thought it was. I thought it was when he flipped this. I thought it was a strike. Oh, so here's my first misplay. I didn't know this Karma Cut. When you use it and target a monster, and the monster gets face down, it still gets banished.
Oh, so you just kind of thought, is it any monster, or is it What's it read?
No, you have to target a face-up card.
Oh.
Yeah, and so that's like I lost a lot of advantage off of that. And then he discarded that. Do you see that trap right
Blaze
there?
Accelerator.
Do you know what that does, bro?
Does it like dump like the board wipe dude? I don't know what it is. Scatter shot?
Yeah, it destroys me. That's what it does. Yeah, that's exactly what it does. It sends scatter shot and it burns me for 15 and blows up my board.
It's fucking crazy. So you just never would. I would have never expected that either, to be honest. But
you can't even play around. And then look, see the MST. Like I had an idea of what all his back row was, so that's why I negated it to save my barriers. Oh, I negated to save my barriers, and because he put the scatter shot there, so he can blow up my board and kill that whenever he wanted. And I just never draw my invoked cards either.
oh yeah, I haven't seen you draw except Alistair game 1, and Alistair didn't even do anything at that point. I haven't seen the invoked engine at all. Do you feel like drawing into the invoked engine, like maybe getting out the light guy, would have helped this matchup, or?
I don't think the light guy would. I think the Book of Moon guy would have. The Book of Moon, he's really good. He plays around all the traps. He plays around the storm, all the mirror forces. He books their monsters. I think the Book of Moon guy is I think his name's Rajian or something. He's the best one against Paleo.
Totem Bird seems really good in this matchup because it's 1900 attack, right? So none of the Paleos can quite poke over it.
Yeah, but once you negate it, it becomes 16, but that's still good enough. Like 16 is solid. And yeah, see, I just kept my Totem Bird on board, and I didn't summon the Whiptail because I didn't want him to get value out of the scatter shot.
Unreal. You have to pull up the card too.
And it's crazy, like, he didn't draw any of the scatter shots. He didn't draw the full force virus, apparently that was in his deck.
Now, do you think if you would have saw, like, the Blaze Accelerate and everything, you would have played maybe a little bit differently? Or is it just kind of like a card, I guess, in this matchup where you're like, if he has it, he has it?
Yeah, there's that. You actually just can't play around it. Like, the way he specifically did it, too, you couldn't play around it. Like, if it's set, that's fine. But, like, it was in his hand and he discarded it, and there's nothing to do about that.
55 cards, man, and he draws the nuts.
Yeah, he draws well.
When did you feel like would be like an opportune time to activate your Max C, or was it were you trying to use it as a way to negate the well, not negate?
Yeah, I was using it as a trap at this point. Like he was slowly getting advantage. I needed him to keep 1 level 2 monster on the board. And I'm thinking he's playing so many cards, he's not going to draw Swap Frog, and then that's when things went downhill because he drew Swap.
Drawn to a second Terror Top, but you already used Talking to Borg.
Yep.
How much attack does Terror Top have? Is it like 18 or?
It's 12. So I go to crash him because I can't get 2 level 2s on the field. I can't let him do that, or I'll lose. And I still have the Whiptail in my hand.
Reckless Greed.
He only plays 1 Reckless Greed.
Only 1? Oh my god. I mean, the only thing I heard about this matchup was like the switcheroo and everything.
Oh my god.
Now we're like Cat of Ill Omen and Waboku. 1 Reckless Greed. What? When does the switcheroo come down? Is it like later in the game or something?
It's coming up. it's coming up. Oh, that's why I also didn't want to I didn't want to put my Whiptail on board because I thought I could I had Sanctum set already, so I thought I could win with my Scythe. Scythe is a solid card. It's just 22 attacks, is bigger than everything, and you don't really want to waste a trap on it. And that's and then yeah, he switched. Yeah, right here I go for the Whiptail. I think I actually go Whiptail so I can win with the Scythe to beat out a trap. think I want to go Brawl Bro, search a rat.
Now at this point, do you think what do you think he has set back there now? Do you think, like, okay, you've seen a couple cards come out already, a couple of the trap cards. What do you think you still have to work around here? Like,
Oh, the sets? I still think MST, yeah, I knew that guy was there. I think that's the Book of Moon. So yeah, I thought the Book of Moon, the MST, maybe another Reckless. At this point, I knew he didn't play D Barriers or Strike. Like, I didn't see any of them. There's 6 of them. He should have drawn them by now.
mm-hmm.
I thought one of them was Exceed Universe too.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I have Darkhold and Regeki in my hand, but I'm saving them so when he puts in the second trap on board, because I have D-Barrier set, so I can D-Barriers him and then Darkhold the board away and make him lose all the Paleo resources, and he can't draw for 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like nothing happens. And that 15 damage from Scatter Shot like did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Kind of bridged the gap.
Yeah. He just started poking and poking, and I didn't want to waste my Sanctum for no reason, so I just kept taking it. And I just never drew a monster.
Tragic. Would you draw another Sanctum there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how many artifacts did you play? Did you play like Morale Tack and like what, 2 Sanctum, or I mean 2? Excuse me. What's the other one? Scythe.
Scythe. Yeah, I just played 3 Sanctum and 2 Scythe.
You didn't feel like Morale Tack had any merit?
Nah, Moral Tech never really did anything while testing. Yeah, so here he goes to attack. I just flip my Sanctum because I drew another one, so I feel like I want to take one out of the deck so I don't draw one.
Uh-huh. Canadia comes out.
I think this is when it went down.
What did you... Oh, you drew into the rat, which probably caused it. Okay. I'm thinking this is when he activates it, or somewhere around.
No. It's coming up, though.
Now, what was the discussion there? Like, what were you were just declaring an attack, or?
Yeah, I just declared an attack and try to banish the Paleozoic. And he drew Swafrog.
Oh my.
I think this is where it goes down.
Oh no. What was your thought process when you activated this?
I said, what is this?
Did you just kind of think like, oh, I'm fucked after he activated it, or like?
I was mad. I was just so mad. That's what I was. See me just shuffling my hand intensely. That's me mad. Rodent Totem. Like, he couldn't give me a dupe. He gave me a Rodent Totem.
Oh.
And then he has Swafrog too, so it just made it worse.
Now, does he get to keep that monster, or?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
my.
it's his.
How much attack does Swap Frog have? Doesn't it have like almost like
1,000.
Why
A
didn't he summon
thousand.
that before?
I don't
Or
know. And oh no, he didn't summon it because with switcheroo you need to control the exact amount of monsters.
yeah,
Like,
but why didn't he go like activate the trap and then summon swap and just go for game?
oh yeah, no, I don't know. I wish there was a lot of things he did. I was very confused about.
Uh huh.
And I also never drew strike. Like strike is like very
Yeah.
good against his matchup.
Hmm.
I never drew that either.
So I guess we're kind of coming towards the near the end here. Did you think you could have like did anything differently in this matchup, or just like kind of got like?
The Book of Moon thing
Hmm.
that practically lost me the game.
Besides that, was there just like kind of like nothing you
No,
could
I
do?
don't
Because like I don't want to say surprise factor. Well, it kind of was like seeing some cards that were obviously very odd tech choices. I think that kind
Yeah,
of
no,
just.
there wasn't anything. Maybe I should have summoned that rat this last turn before and applied pressure faster, but there was 3 back row and like I didn't really want to lose my rat yet.
Hmm.
And so right now I'm just I want to start poking, and then when he attacks into my scythe, I want to chalice my scythe to make it bigger than that scythe, and just hope the scythe gets me there
Hmm.
because I have another barrier set, so it's another turn of stopping him.
What are the rest of his sets? Do you know?
No, I still thought it was Exceed Universe, and then hold on, I thought it was Exceed Universe, and then after I went that barrage, I didn't think there wasn't the MST one anymore. I thought maybe there's another Book of Moon.
Hmm. So after he dropped Mac, what turn is he on Reckless Greed yet? I don't think he's. Has he drawn yet, or is it wearing off?
Oh
Or?
no, he's good to go now. He can draw.
Okay.
He drew the Swap Frog.
So did you feel I don't know, did you build upon this combo anymore, or did you kind of feel like giving him any more advantage off of that?
No, I couldn't. I didn't have enough resources to handle more traps.
Hmm. So coming out of this tournament, like how was your tournament experience altogether here at Atlanta? Was it a good time though? Besides this.
Yeah, it was fun. I started off 3-0, and then I lost to the 60 card deck round 4. He opened the grass is greener game 1 and 3, and he hit snow.
Hmm.
And then I lost to this guy, and then I won like 2 more, and then I lost to Kaiju Zodiac. He went first game 1 and went combo with barriers,
Hmm.
and then game 2 I opened. All I can do was summon a Whiptail and search a rat, make Dryden, and set 2 strikes.
Hmm.
And he chaliced my Dryden, and then he twin twisted my back row, and then he Kaiju Slumbered, and OTK'd me.
Yeah.
With the last card was Terratop.
Now this is the event before the Lunalite combo was found, right? Or
Oh no, right at this event, Jeff is already playing the Lunalite combo.
okay. Now,
Jeff
was he like
Max.
one of the only ones you knew playing the combo, or like was it discussed prior with maybe like some of the teammates or anything?
The whole team knew about it. Like none of us liked it. We just didn't want to add 2 more bricks.
Mm.
But like around, I think like round 1, Max was telling me how like he thought it was really good, and like everyone should be playing it. At this point, I practically knew I lost.
Hmm.
I drew another rat.
There's your strike finally.
Yeah.
Too little, too
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, I was already too low on life.
So going into future events, with the new list, like what kind of decks are you looking at to start playing, to start picking up, or do you want to see if you can still get Zuda to work?
No, I don't really want to mess with Zoo. Like I like Zoo because it did so much for so little, but like now it's gonna be a lot more 2-card combos. So I think it's gonna be different. I want to look into maybe like DDDs again, or Blue Eyes Invoked. Things like that. Maybe Pure Metaphor.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's when I lost right there.
Yep, Storming Air Force. It's crazy to think how he could have shut out the game so much earlier than that by just summoning Swap Frog. But
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would have lost already.
mhm.
Yeah.
Not too much left to say. I'm just trying to think what leads up
I,
to.
I was hoping, like, at this point, I'm praying, like, for anything. I'm praying he forgets the normal summon. He just forgets to do something. Like, something like that happens. But he didn't forget the normal summon.
Mm-hmm. Does he like summon Ronin Toad and attack? No, he puts him in defense.
No, he makes Toad.
Oh, okay. So I guess the last thing in this, are you considering trying Switcheroo out after this matchup?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good card. Yeah, it's over. I drew on my body as a shield 800 life points. So.
What? My body is 1500, right?
Yeah, and I have a strike set, so all my cards are bluffs.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. I'm just hoping again he just forgets to do anything.
But I mean, staring down a Toad, it doesn't look like it's any hope at that point anyways.
Yeah, but it's a YCS. I can't just scoop. I have to hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, but staring down 5 back rows with 100 life points.
Alright, I guess we'll wrap it up here as we move into the final few turns here. So, thank you for joining me, kind of going over your match here, Gabriel. I'm sorry you had to relive the moments firsthand, but it was nice to kind of hear your side of the story here, kind of see what you were thinking in your head. Even just reviewing misplays, something like interesting to kind of hear. I really like how you described the kind of getting in his head about talking about like the Toad and how he could attribute it to Duke Frog. I thought that was really neat. So, do you have any closing statements to add? Just like any shout-outs or anything?
No. I have shout-outs to Pro Play Games and Ultra Pro, of course, but other than that, no, it's wrapped up. Switcheroo is the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alright, well, hey, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see more of you in the future in tournaments and everything. Hopefully some more future matches.
Sweet.
Alright, take it easy, Gabe.
Thank you.